Hey guys, welcome to The Corner, the first ever edition here at the great campus of Hood College. I'm with two captains right here at the women's basketball team, Mia Savoy and Emily Pitt. Welcome you guys. I'm so glad you guys are here.
Thank you.
We're glad to be here, Paul.
So how's your guys' day? Like, tell me that at least at first, just to get like the icebreaker in.
We've just been studying. Finals coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Finals week coming up, so this is actually like in basketball say it's like clutch time. It's like the end of the quarter when everything gotta get done.
So you guys are on the basketball team. You guys are the captains, as I already said before. Before I really get deep into that, the show's really purpose is to get for people to be able to get to know you guys and understand who you guys are and your choices and why you do things here at Hood. So why Hood in the first place? Let's start off with that.
Well, for me, I transferred to Hood, and I decided to transfer to Hood not just for basketball, but because they have a Hood biology program. It's strong, and my hope is to get into medical school. So that's why I chose Hood, and it's close to home. So.
I was really looking for any school that accepted me with basketball, and Hood was like, even though it was like last at the bottom, I ended up still coming here. So I remember I was like at my last senior tournament, and Coach Mel actually walked up to my mother and was like, "Do you know that your daughter did not answer none of my text messages or anything?" I was like, and I just came out the locker room and I was getting ready. My mom was like, "Oh, that's funny because she haven't got any offers for anybody, so I don't know why she ever did that." So like after that, I looked into Hood, seen that they had a good nursing program, and I actually wanted to come here. I thought it was diverse too, and in a way that it was different from my culture that I've been going to school with, like where it was like all blacks to like now mixed cultures and different. So I thought it was like a best personality fit for me.
Do you think that's an advantage of Hood College, so people can get a mixture? Because there are a lot of different people here, especially from like different parts of the world and even different parts of Maryland that I've never even heard of. So I mean, do you think it's helping you for life later on in life or anything? Any lessons you're learning from it?
Well, I went to a high school that is like this, diverse. So, I mean, it's not really that big of a change to me. It was a change coming from an HBCU to here, but since I've grown up in such a diverse area, I'm used to it. But I think it's an advantage because when you go into the real world, this is exactly how it's going to be. It's going to be diverse. You're going to have to deal with different people, different cultures. So.
Yeah. I mean, it was different for me. Like, why she just ain't hold the door open for me, or why she look at me that way, and why she getting a little different treatment than me in class. But it was like, it wasn't that. It was based off of how I was acting and stuff. So, I mean, once this is my third year, so now, like, I'm just, like, into the school and how it is. So I feel like the diverse thing is just like I'm getting used to it.
I mean, at least here with me, I know it's like it's not a different change because I used to like live in West Virginia and stuff like that. So I love the school for its diversity. It's definitely helping us with later things in life. Like you said, it is going to help us with being able to deal with different people and different walks of life and everything. So I do appreciate it, that part of Hood and everything. But are there any parts that you guys don't appreciate at Hood?
There's a few. I feel like there's a few no matter where you go. The professors could be more understanding and nicer. Not every professor, but a lot of them. And, I feel like there's favoritism and, racism in some parts of the school, but I feel like you'll find that anywhere. So it's something that us as African Americans have to deal with. So, no matter where we go, we have to deal with that.
Same thing.
Okay. So, since being here, how have you changed? Because we've all changed. We know I definitely changed since being here. I'm a whole nother person from where I was freshman year to now junior year. So what are some things that have changed in you, for the better or just anything?
You want to go?
Yeah, I feel like my maturity level has changed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still like I guess you guys could agree on that.
I'm saying me too. Like, I'm
Yeah,
sort of low definitely.
like, yes, I feel like when I first came in here to Hood my first semester, you know, I thought it was like college, you know, parties and what every typical like teenagers really think about. But like when you in high school and they say that, they be like, don't party too much, you know, study, da da da. You be like, okay, like I got you, I'm gonna do that. But no, you really have to do that, like. And so I feel like during my second year, I definitely got myself together and I found out who I was as a person and what I have to do, and that this school stuff is no joke, especially with paying the type of money that we pay each and every year, or even if it's your parents. So it's like, you know, it's really preparing you for life and for life situations. So I feel like I just became more mature within my years of being here, and I think the school did a good job at like preparing me for that too.
I feel like I got more mature and more responsible, but I really feel like I got stronger as a person. College really tests you. It tests you academically and socially. I've lost friendships, but I've gained friendships too. And if I was trying to do everything that I'm doing right now as a senior in high school, I wouldn't even be able to do it. So I feel like I've gotten a whole lot stronger. I probably have gotten a little bit meaner too, just because I've realized that you can't be nice to everyone. You can't let people take advantage of you. So I feel like I've become more guarded, but it's just because you learn a lot about people in college too. So
You learn.
yeah,
This is definitely a learning. I will say this is definitely like a learning situation in your life. Definitely college. College, you see a lot of different stuff, and it's not from just like you going home living with your parents every night to like you dealing with people's different personalities. And we could relate to that definitely with like the basketball team and making it fair for everyone to feel like they're equal, even if it comes down to what the coaches have to decide. We try to talk to them, and we it's definitely a learning process, and it makes you a stronger individual. It makes you a stronger person, for sure. So,
Well, speaking of that, just becoming stronger, and you guys, what people don't understand sometimes is you guys are student athletes at the same time. And not only are you guys student athletes, you're co-captains. So what is the difficulties that come with being a captain, or does that add any difficulties in your life? Because you guys are leaders to these girls. You guys have to set a standard. You guys have to be a certain way so that they are able to follow you, trust you, and know what you're doing. So do you feel like there's extra stress in your life being a captain, or is it just it's just the game and you love it?
I think being a captain, it's fun, but it's a lot of responsibility to it. It's a lot of, you know, behind the scenes stuff that me and Ebony do for the team that they don't even know about. And it's not that we want, you know, praise for it. We want to be recognized for it. But it's just like sometimes we feel like we're not appreciated for what we do. So I feel like that's hard. And also it's hard because some days you want to be mad. Some days you don't want to be the perfect example of a basketball player or a leader in general. You have your off days. You have your days where you want to curse someone out, to be honest. But you have to watch what you say, because at the end of the day, if they think it's okay for us to act a certain way, then they're going to do it too. So I think that's the hardest part, is being consistent, to be honest.
Yeah. I think it was kind of like a rough time for us in the beginning, dealing with like our schoolwork and having to meet up with the coaches, because even though we have 3, we would meet up with them in different times. Like we wouldn't have just like a meeting with them all together. So we would have it like 2 against 1, because of course we have a lady coach, then we have Coach Reggie,
D.
who's young, and then we have Coach Mel, the head coach. So like we would come to them about different problems and what do you think we should do about this, and what do you think we should do about that, and they would all come with like different solutions. So then we would come back together and be like, all right, so we should do this, we should do that. But all together, like that was in the beginning, and now we starting to get like used to it, because it's been a couple of months since we have having to deal with basketball and meeting up with the coaches and doing extra stuff for the girls on top of schoolwork. So I think we kind of getting used to it, but even Coach Mel will tell you, or Mia would tell you, like, at first when Coach Mel had asked me to be a captain, I didn't think that I met the qualifications for that, because I thought that being a captain, you had to be perfect 100% of the time. So I was like, oh wow, like, that's a big responsibility for me to do, because I know that I don't do what I'm supposed to do, you know, every single day. But I think that's a big shoe to fill, and that even with him making me one of the captains, it improved me as a person. So, like, honestly, I thank him for that. But it has been difficult, but it's starting to get a little easy. It's the two of us too, so it's better than one. So I could come talk to her about some things, she come talk to me about some things. So it's better.
And you guys, what I love about you two is that you're such strong individuals. You guys, in a way, are somewhat not polar opposites, but one person's more one way and you're more the other way. Like, you're sometimes more like the funny, goofy person, and me is like the serious, like, person. But she could be goofy too. And so, how do you guys come together? And what is your process with mixing well enough to be enough balance? Do you use me as more the authoritarian sometimes to be like, let's set it this way, and you use to be like the parent that comes out there like, hey, we're not doing it because, you know, we feel a certain way about you, we just want to see the best and stuff? And how do you guys come together not only to understand each other, make sure every decision you guys have is a good decision and you guys agree with it, but it's also a good decision for the girls?
Well, I feel like there's times me and her go back and forth at it about what's the right thing to do, because we do have two different viewpoints. I feel like I'm more set in stone, this is how it's supposed to be, there should be no exceptions for anyone, where she tries to understand where people are coming from and give them the benefit of the doubt. So I feel like the team sees me more as like the enforcer, and they see her as someone they can come to and talk to and give feedback off of stuff. So they probably do think I'm the meaner one and she's the nicer one. But I
feel like they both come to us equally. So I think it's like an equal division of, like, some girls who are like me.
It's like certain people come to me and certain people go to her.
Me, so like they know which person to go to and which person not to.
And I think they know who to come to based on their personalities. So some people are more like me and like, it should be like this, I understand, blah blah blah, so they come to me. And then other people who just want to be heard and, you know, understood a little bit more go to her.
I just love this in general, because it's not even just you guys are captains, strong personalities and everything you explain, but it's also two women. And can we just talk about how 2018 has been a year for Rise for Women? And so with you guys being leaders in this time where women are being called to be leaders, how do you actually feel? Like, do you feel like you're meeting the quota? Do you feel like you're doing the best you can? Or do you feel like just, I'm a leader and I'm doing the best I can and I'm happy to be? Like, do you feel like,
sometimes when we call the shots, I feel like that. I mean, I don't call the shots often, but when I do, I feel like, okay, I feel like I'm making authority. But until, like, to be honest, until we get change a little bit in our season, until we start winning some games, until, you know, our fans and the people who watch us actually see a difference within the girls. Some people have already came to us and said that, like, our communication and definitely, like, the way that, you know, we support each other on the court and off the court have became better since the previous years. And we think that we do have some type of part of it, but once we start actually, like, people could start seeing the change on the Hood's women's basketball team, then I actually feel like I have did something as a leader.
Yeah, I think the same goes for me. I don't really think that, like, when I'm on the court, I'm with the basketball team, I don't think, oh, I'm the captain, I'm the leader, I'm this and that. But I think there's key moments where, like, I'll say something and, like, the team listens and it's like they get where I'm coming from. I'm like, wow, I really have, like, you know, some effect on these girls. But I don't think of it as, like, I'm a leader, yes. Like, I don't think about it like that.
Which I do like about you guys, because what would you say would be your qualifications for a captain? And then another question is just like, what's a big game you guys are looking forward to? You know, just to change it up a little bit.
I think that the best thing to be like a leader is be yourself. I mean, it's a reason why Coach Mel and the rest of the coaching staff had picked us too, because they must like something about us that wanted us to be captains, not just on the basketball court but off of it. So, I mean, just staying humbled. Like Mia said, I never look upon the girls as if I'm a captain and they're not. I never see it as that. So, you know, I feel like you being yourself and you setting the rules early, you setting the goals early. You know, what do y'all want from us? Like the first practice the first meeting that we had with the girls, we asked them, what do you want to see from me and Mia as captains, or what can we do for you all to become better? And some responded as more team bonding, and so that's what we did. And so, you know, just be a listening ear to the girls, because this is college sports. They're student athletes, just as you are. So, just honestly be yourself and just be a listening ear for the girls and do what's right.
I think another thing is you have to be don't expect to be a leader if you're not doing all that you can to do good in your sport. So I'm not gonna tell the girls, you guys need to go shoot more if I'm not doing it myself. You guys need to, not party the day before a game if I'm going out and partying myself, because it's like, how can I tell someone not to do something if I'm doing it? So I think that's one of the biggest things, is to practice what you preach, because who wants a leader that's a hypocrite?
Yeah.
And as far as the game goes, I'm looking forward to Arcadia because we're beating them the next time we see them, because the last game was very fun. So.
Yeah. Really looking forward to all the games. Yeah.
But Arcadia's, I love playing against Arcadia.
Yeah. And Messiah. And the only reason why I say Messiah is because our assistant coach had played for Messiah, and they was a winning team when she played on there. And so every time we go up against them, she be excited. She be wanting us to play them. So I feel like it's a game for us to win, but it's also a game for her to win, because it's the team that she used to play for and the coach that she used to be coached by. So yeah, we felt coming in this season that we was definitely going to get over 10 to 15 wins.
I said 10. She thinks 15. So.
And we 2-7 right now. But like I told the girls last game that we lost, I think that we have lost enough that we getting ready to win a couple of games. And we getting ready to know where we at. So I'm looking forward to the rest of the season.
So speaking of looking forward to things, what are you guys looking forward to the rest of the year? And also, being here, what are some things, well, not necessarily what are some things, are you glad you're here? Let's just basically narrow it down to that. Are you glad you're here, and what's some other things you're looking forward to later on in the year?
I'm looking forward to winter break, where I don't have to do school anymore, to be honest. That's what I'm most looking forward to. I'm looking forward to going home, being with my family, but I'm happy to be here, but I'm also ready to have a break from here at the same time.
Yeah. Looking forward to getting some good grades, I guess you could say. Finishing out the school year strong, because our next year is senior year, so yeah, looking forward to graduating if you talk about long term. But yeah, that and dog, I forgot your other question. You asked.
Are you happy?
Are you happy here?
Yeah. I'm happy to be here. A little happy to be here because I wouldn't have met Mia.
Oh.
If you talking about hood college.
That's cute.
Yeah.
All right, just to end it off with you guys, like I said, this is for students to be able to get to know you guys. So for a student that's just I maybe want to get to know and talk to them in person, what is a way for them to be able to approach you guys? Well, you gals.
I think, okay, I'm not very approachable. I kind of look mean. I have an RBF, but I am approachable. Just like come up to me, talk to me. Once you start talking to me, you'll realize I'm not that bad of a person. But the initial looking at me, you probably think I'm the meanest person in the world, but I'm not the meanest. So, yeah, just come up to me and talk to me.
Yeah. You just say, hey, what's up to me, and I say, hey, what's up back. Like, I wouldn't really care less. Like, I mean, sometimes I have my moments when, like, if I'm thinking about something in my head, like, my face be straight up serious. But, like, other times, if you know me, like, I'll say hi and approach you and stuff. So, yeah, just come out, say hi, you know.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you guys for being here with me today. I want to thank you guys for talking with everyone today. And we really appreciate you. And I really appreciate you guys. And I just want to tell everyone else who's watching, please tune in. We'll be back again sometime soon. I will let you know. And thank you for being here for the first episode of The Corner. And I hope that you guys have a great, good day. See you guys later.